Hey, my little angels, come in, come in, come in. I am so excited that you're here. Come in, come in, come in. It's book day, book day. I love book day. So come in and be comfortable. I have all five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hammocks set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They all have the mats and the cushions. 3 of you will fit comfortably on each one. 4 if you're friendly angels. The rocking chair is directly across from me. 2 of you, not 1 but 2, not 1 but 2 of you will fit there. Excellent. I have the meditation cushions all laid out in case you just want to sprawl out and listen. Of course, that's okay. I have some hardback chairs set up over there. And of course, the big old comfy couch. Okay. I have a new look. I kind of went for dramatic pixie today, mostly because I wanted to go back to whatever nature wants my hair color to be, which is pretty much this now. But this is a really short pixie, and be kind, okay? Just please be kind. I'm a little uncomfortable. Anyways, thank you for all being here. Can I get you a refreshment? A refreshment. Of course, I have chilled beverages and hot beverages. For the chilled beverage today, I did a punch, and I have it with all frozen fruit as the ice. We have strawberries, pineapple, orange segments, cherries, and blueberries. And the punch is made of 7-Up, cranberry juice, white grape juice, and a little bit of pineapple. Of course, of course. And I have a sugar-free version as well. Of course. Over on the hot beverage station, I have lattes all set up to go. You'll notice you each have your own frother, so I'll froth away. I have all the lighteners and sweeteners that you can think of, and I have versions for everybody. Vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, and sugar-free. Of course, help yourselves, please. Guys, look at this little wee mic that I found, and I paid next to nothing for, but it really works. Anyways, thank you. I see we have some new little angels. I'm so glad that you're here. Please be comfortable. Give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Sharing is caring. Now, if you silently watch, that's okay. I'm happy for the company. But if you like commenting, bring the comments. We love the comments. Love, love, love. I love watching you all interact with each other in the comments. I've even seen some friendships form, and I love that. I adore interacting with you. I love knowing what you think and what you feel and your ideas, your suggestions, your questions. It all matters to me because you matter. You're giving me your time, and I don't take that lightly. And please hit that subscribe button below. I'd really appreciate it. And hello, 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 hello to all my returning little angels. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always being supportive, for spreading love, for spreading kindness. It means the world to me. It really does. And I love how you're connecting, because when we connect, we take this great big world and go and make it smaller. And that is such a good thing. I know. So please keep those comments coming. And please, please keep making sure you're still subscribed. Now, if you can hear waves on the ocean, I have our sound machine going. Let me know in the comments if you like it or not. It's just something we're going to try, okay? Okay. What's that, sweetie? You're very observant. I have a new sign. I know, right? I found it on Etsy. And I love that it has the YouTube button on it. It just makes me feel fancy. So yes, I still have the other one. It's up here, so when I'm filming this way, you'll see it. Okay, good. Okay, guys. I am calling to order the ASMR Book Club monthly meeting, where we will be discussing July's book. Yes, we've been doing this for over a year. This was our year and month book. And I have them all written down in this book. This is the book club. I write everything down in here. I write down all the books we've read. And I write down my synopsis of all of them. Okay. And yeah, The Fairy Tale Girl was our 12th book. Can you believe that? So, this book, Susan Branch, The Fairy Tale Girl. Now, this book was recommended by Lindy at Southern Lady ASMR. Lindy and I are friends. We have become good friends and for never meeting, but we have so much in common. So when she said that she loved this book, I had to try it. And she reads a chapter from it on one of her videos. And you know what? I'm going to link that video below so you can read it, hear her read it. It's hysterical. It really is the Fairy Tale Girl book. She had a fairy tale upbringing. But it's so interesting to read this and realize where everything came from, where her ideas came from, where her courage to try new things came from. Because these books aren't typed. The font is as if it's her diary, because it really is. And she has photos in it. Actually, that's not a photo, that's one of her artworks. She's a beautiful artist. Like, this book is stunningly beautiful. It's not just a beautiful read. But it starts off her childhood, her early childhood, teen years, her friendship, her female friendships. And you may look at this, especially my younger angels, and say, oh, that doesn't have anything to do with our life anymore. Our life isn't like the 60s, 70s, 80s. Susan Branch is still alive, guys. And this book really appealed to me because I was growing up around that age. I was born late 60s, so, you know, the 70s, 80s, that's my jam. Okay, I'm an 80s girl. But seeing somebody talk about it and how things were changing and evolving and how that was affecting them, and this generation that Susan Branch was, they were really caught in two generations, okay? Before the women's movement and free love, you know, this typical stereotype June Cleaver, you guys probably don't even know who that is, but the housewife, the traditional housewife, and then the women's movement fighting for the ERA, finding our own voices, empowerment, the sexual revolution, all of that was coming into play. And this generation was stuck going, which way do I go? And that was a hard place to be. So I found it super fascinating to hear how she navigated those paths. And she doesn't do it from a world point of view. She does it from her point of view. And I just found that so fascinating. And she writes well. That's another thing. She writes as if she's written a letter to you, and you're just reading this super long letter. And I just think it's amazing. And it shows how she started to become an artist. And she didn't grow up an artiste, a protege. No, it was something she dabbled in that people enjoyed, and she just kept adding to it. And one of the ways she did it, and I love this, I absolutely love this idea. She got an old-fashioned recipe box, and it was someone's wedding. So for a wedding gift, she wrote out all of her favorite recipes, and she drew little pictures in the corners and made them as pretty as possible. Well, her friend just was like, you have to write a cookbook. She has written cookbooks, guys. I have a bunch of her cookbooks now. A couple I've bought used. And this was the start of 3. She's written 3 novels, and this was the first one, the prequel to the other 2. And the next book I'm going to show you, it's not our next reading list, because I like to give everybody a chance. But the next one is Martha's Vineyard, Isle of Dreams. And because something happens to her that's sad, and she has to develop a new path, and decides very bravely to go off on her own to a place she loved the time she visited, which was Martha's Vineyard. And off she went, packed up her car and off she went. And it's so interesting to hear and to see the evolution. This book, Lindy said it would transport me to another time. And it did. It really did. And it made me understand my mom and my aunts and my mother-in-law a lot better. Because it really put into vision for me being stuck between those 2 worlds and never being accepted by either one, really. The traditional, if you tried new things, it was like, that's not how we did it in my day. And the modern girls were like, oh, you still cook for your man? Oh, it's hard to navigate that. But Susan does it in such a way that you're right there with her. And I loved that. So let me read you the blurb, okay, from the book. Even though, like I said, Lindy's suggestion was all I needed. Okay. In 1977, the year I turned 30, 3 life-changing things happened. I got married, I got a kitty, and I painted my first picture. All of it went into the diaries I've been keeping since I was in my 20s. Because most of the time, my life has felt like a miracle, and I didn't want to forget any of it. And that's what the Fairy Tale Girl is about. It's an illustrated memoir, watercolored and hand-lettered, taken from my diaries and photo albums. A story of growing up in the lovely 1950s as the oldest of 8 children, coming of age in the 1960s and 70s, discovering art, cooking, feminism, rock and roll, and love. When my heart was broken into 1,000 pieces, and the grief was so terrible, I was inspired to run away from home in the naive hope of escaping the pain. I never gave up believing in and searching for my childhood dreams of happily ever after. If you like time travel, I think you've come to the right place. With love, Susan Branch. The Fairy Tale Girl is part 1 of a 2-book series. It's actually 3 now. The second will be Martha's Vineyard, Isle of Dreams. Both books are prequels to Susan's 2013 best-selling book, A Fine Romance, Falling in Love with the English Countryside. So that's the third. Like, look at this page, guys. It's like from her baby book, That much attention to detail and attention to everything. I felt welcomed into this book. There are some books I open and I literally fall into them. And I love that, okay? The Memory Library was like that for me. The Lost Bookshop, I fell into that. Other books took a while for me to, I think of it like a really hot bath. It took a while for me to get my toes in, but once I did, it was so relaxing. The Orange Girl was like that, as well as, I can tell you the other one too. Oh, Imaginary Friend. That took me a bit too. But once I got into them, they were great. So I highly, highly, highly recommend this. Like, I am giving this book 10 out of 10. Actually, I should only give it 9.75 because it's cost me a lot of money. Because I have gotten the other 2 novels, as well as the cookbooks, and she does the most beautiful wall calendars. So I'm definitely going to be getting a 2026 wall calendar. Totally totally in love with this. I think it's amazing. You'd like to know what books we've done? Sure. Okay. Okay, I just want to write the next book, and then I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so we started with Mind Games, and then The Women, The Tattooist of Auschwitz, The 13th Gift, The Lost Bookshop, The Memory Library, The Orange Girl, The Let Them Theory, which has changed my life. I'm not going to lie. Imaginary Friend, Nightingale, Light a Penny Candle, The Fairy Tale Girl, and our next read is, oops, sorry about that, guys, is by Emma Rosenblum, Mean Moms. It just released. I just got it, which I apologize because I always try to choose books that aren't brand new and popular so that everybody can get it. You can go to the library, you can borrow online. This one sounded so good, I thought, let's just take a chance, you know? Let's be some of the first to read it. So it's going to be Mean Moms this month for August. And I got this on the recommendation. I follow Genevieve, but I say the name Genevieve, but Genevieve Padalecki. And I follow her on Instagram, and she does monthly book clubs, and she recommended this book. And the more I read about it and heard about it, I'm like, this is for us. This is for us. So here it is. Okay. Meet Frost, Morgan, and Belle, a group of wealthy, gorgeous New York City moms, the queen bees of downtown Manhattan. Their children attend Atherton Academy, the top private school in the city, and their social lives revolve around elaborate themed parties. On the first day of school, the arrival of a new mom and mysterious beauty from Miami, Sophia, shakes up their world. When Sophia quickly integrates herself into their clique, inexplicably bad things start to happen to the women. Is someone at school out to get them? Spanning the course of one eventful school year in New York, Mean Moms is part satire of upper crust momming and part mystery interrogating the line between friendship and jealousy and getting at the question, what would happen if the woman standing next to you at school pickup was actually a sociopath? Been there, done that. Okay, I'll tell you a quick story and then we'll talk more about books. But picture this. Baby Angel attended childcare at school and has from the beginning. And she was about 6, I guess. And I had the afternoon off, so I told her that I would pick her up from school rather than childcare. This was very exciting for her, and I had to write the note to the teacher. Now, it sounds mean, but I did label the moms that were at pickup as the Lulu moms because they always had the Lulu pants, the Lululemon jackets. They always had dark hair in a ponytail with dark sunglasses. I wondered if it was a gang. I really did. So they're all tall and they're all thin and I'm neither. So, but I did my best and I spent an hour on my makeup and I never do that. But I had my makeup all done. I poofed up my hair as much as I could. I dressed in my resemblance of the Lulu uniform and off I went. And it was a beautiful sunny day. And I was waiting in the side parking lot where you pick up the kids. And an elderly gentleman was standing closer to me. And he said, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" I said, "Isn't it gorgeous? It's just lovely." I was in such a good mood because the Lulu moms had said hello to me. Turns out they were nice after all. And he looked at me, looked right at me, guys, and said, "Are you here to pick up your grandchild?" No, I'm here to pick up my daughter. My daughter. Is she a teacher here? No, no, she's in grade 2. I'm going to move over here. One of the Lulu moms overheard it and did take it upon herself to come over and speak with me and say that, he was crazy. We ended up becoming quite good friends, and I eventually told her that I referred to them as the Lulu moms. And she told everyone over coffee one day while I was there. But we all laughed, So you never know where things are going to go. You never know, right? So I hope you guys will be joining me in August and reading Mean Moms. Now, what's that, sweetie? How does the book club work? Oh, it works easy. You read the book. That's it. We're all reading the book together. If you have a channel, you can record a video of your review and post it either on the last day of the month or the first. I prefer the first day of the month, and you can do it with spoilers or without. It's up to you. I've done both, and some people like it, some people don't. You can't please everybody. You can't. And then just post your review. That's it. That's it. And if you want to choose the book for the following month, you just let me know. And then it's up to you. You pick the book. If you don't have a channel, but you still want to participate, read the book, and you can give your review in the comments section. I'll give you a shout out. We'll discuss it. It's easy peasy, guys. There's no dues. There's no, meetings, except for once a month we talk about the books. And like I said, please, 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 if you just want a feel-good book, Susan Branch, the Fairy Tale Girl, you will be transported to another time, and you will finish the book feeling good. Just feeling good, And then, let's read about this one, because this one sounds fun too. This one sounds a little bit spicy. Not that kind of spice, but you know what I mean. So I hope you guys enjoyed this meeting. And as always, thank you for being here. And remember that I love you, I value you, I honor you, I pray for you, and I am so very, very glad that each and every one of you was born.